This is the quick start guide for the Excel skills invoice and debtors trade-based template. This template enables users to generate an automated invoice and quotation for trade-based businesses which carry stock and need to include stock codes on their invoices. Let's start with the setup sheet. So your business name is included as a heading on all the sheets, business address, contact details, sales tax and business registration numbers. That's all included on the invoice, quote and customer statement. There are two sales tax percentages where you can enter percentages, and a third, the E code, which is 0% and can also be selected. You can enter your banking details for inclusion on invoices. And then at the bottom of the sheet, there are input error codes, which are just provided for information purposes. So if you encounter input error on the details sheet, these are the reasons for the input error codes. Okay, let's have a look at the customer sheet. Customer sheet, you need to create a unique code for every customer, and then enter the billing name, address details, and the sales tax reference numbers. Okay, so this next sheet is a stock code sheet. There you can enter the stock code, unique stock code for every stock item, a description, and a unit of measure. Then on the details sheet, all the columns with yellow column headings require user input, and the light blue columns contain formulas and are automatically populated as you add lines to the details sheet. So invoice numbers need to be entered in column A and quotation numbers in column B. Your invoice dates can be entered based on your regional date settings. Customer code need to be selected in column D, and that's all the customer codes that are created on the customer sheet will be available for selection. You need to select a stock code. All the stock codes that have been created on the stock code sheet will be available in this drop-down list. And then you enter the quantity and the selling price. So the selling price is inclusive of sales tax. You then select a sales tax code, and based on this code, the percentage linked to this code on the setup sheet is used to calculate the sales tax. The tax inclusive amount contains a formula, and that's automated. Invoice due date can be entered, and initially when you enter an invoice, the payment date will be blank, and as soon as the customer pays the invoice, you enter the payment date. The columns with the light blue column headings include the sales tax amount, the exclusive amount, and some of the other fields which have just been created for compiling the customer statement. So the next sheet is the quote. The quote is automatically produced. There's only that quote number that is a user input cell, so you just enter the quote number, and the other details on the sheet are automatically populated. The same goes for the invoice. You just enter the invoice number, and the rest of the details are automatically updated. So that's based on the entries that have been added to the details sheet, the customer details on the customer sheet, and the stock description and so forth on a stock code sheet. Okay, the next sheet is a statement, the customer statement sheet, where you can select the appropriate customer code and you can enter a statement date. And that is the only user input that is required. The rest of the sheet is populated automatically. There's age analysis calculations, and then all your invoices that are outstanding will be listed in this section. It's an open items basis, so the statement only lists outstanding items and not payments. Okay, so the monthly sheet, you just enter a date at the top of the sheet, and it provides an analysis of sales, receipts, debtors, and quotations with charts. The quotations amounts are basically where quotations have been added to the detail sheet, but no invoice has been included. or added to column A. Aging calculations, you just enter a statement date at the top of the sheet and everything's updated. You can run it for the whole business by deleting or keeping a blank customer code. If you select a customer, then the sheet reflects only the balances for that particular customer. The balance sheet contains an age analysis for all customers. There's no user input that's required on this sheet. The statement date is based on the statement dates that's entered on the aging sheet. We have included only the first 20 customers. If you want to include more customers, you just drag this fill handle downwards. And that's basically it. So if you need more information on the template, please review the detailed instructions. You can also visit our support section on our YouTube channel where we post videos based on user feedback.